Hey, 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 it's Sporty King and goodness to you. I say goodness because I don't know whether you're watching morning, afternoon, or evening. But isn't it great to have good in front of your salutation? Look, we've got less than 3 minutes to go for today's message. So if you're watching a video, it doesn't start automatically. I always try to come on 3 to 5 minutes early, depending on the day, to give people a chance to close out what they've got going on and tune in for those who want to be in live and in the moment. So we've got, like I said, we've got just over 2 minutes before today's message. So you still got time to close something down, get a sip to drink, whatever, so that you can enjoy the message. And even if you're watching on the video, I would love for you to still comment in the thread. I'm just going to do little quick shout outs if anybody comes on live, and that's what I'll do. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, but yes, goodness, it's less than 2 minutes for today's meeting, and it's funny because somebody said, I like that goodness. Yeah, isn't it good all day? It's good to say good morning. It's great to be in position to say good afternoon. And what a joy to say good night, but a super joy to say good morning. So goodness, you should be giving God thanks all day because every day is good. See, we have all these cliches at some point we use it. You need to listen to those cliches. Where we say, how you say, hey, how you doing? And say, hey, every day on this side of the ground is a good one. Hello, it really is. So therefore, let the worry go. I think I did maybe last week. I talked about worry. It might have been this week on Glue Wednesday. So check out your Glue Wednesday broadcast. We got less than a minute to go for today's message. And in fact, if you're not tuning in every time or going back searching the page, I do a mailing email list where where I send out my 3 broadcasts each week. So you'll be able to have the link. You won't have to worry about scrolling down my page. So if you want to get on that list, let me know as well. I call it the Powerful 3 from me because it's my 3 powerful messages of the week. I don't always get them out threes, by the way. Sometimes there's 2, sometimes there's 5. It depends, okay? So let me know if you want to be on a part of that. But we got less than a minute to go for today's message. So let's get ready to get that in. Wherever you're watching them from, please put it in the chat so I can give you the quick shout out. But this Wednesday is my pure interactive day where I have conversations when you put them in the chat. On Friday, I just do the shout out to thank you for joining. But we got less than 30 seconds for today's message. So be ready. Here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. All right. All right. So yeah, let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to see you where you're enjoying the broadcast. So here we go. It's time. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Gift Friday. I created it because so often we hear people say TGIF. But I say, what the TGIF? Thank God it's Friday. But I say, what allure does Friday have to the person that took their last breath on Thursday or any day before that for that matter? So I use what I learned through Psalm 92:2. And that is, it is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. So it doesn't negate TGIF, but what instead I use is TGIT. And that's not thank God it's Thursday, but thank God it's today. And then TGIT, thank God it's tonight, which also allows me to move into the lesson that I learned in Matthew 6:34. And that is, so don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Thank God it's tonight. Today's trouble is enough for today. Thank God it's today. Yes, darkness always precedes the light. And that still allows me to offer another meaning option for TGIF, and that would be trusting God is free. Trusting God is free. Think about it. What does it cost you to enjoy the greatest gift of every day? Waking up doesn't cost you a dime. So that still moves up to realize, look at that TGIF. Now take that T and move it from the beginning to the end. And you got GIFT. This is what we should be giving God thanks for. The gift of Friday or the gift of today. You see, God is for today. And Gift Friday is the online sharing of one of my inspirational messages or original poems and its possible uses to inspire audiences online, in person, or in your spirit. Yes, not just for me to inspire, but for you to inspire as well. Each poem will then be my gift to you, so you'll hear me read it here, and then what I'll do is I'll post it in the thread so that you can have a copy of it after the reading. If you so on Facebook or LinkedIn, I'll be posting in the thread. If you're on YouTube or my website watching and you'd like a copy, just ask me in the comments, not in the thread, because the thread erases when the broadcast is over, and then I can send it to you. This week, I've chosen a poem. Well, I'll quickly, because I see I got a couple of quick shout outs to one. What's going on, Vic, coming in from New York? And then there, what's going on, Bruce, coming in from Chicago? And man, I got somebody at my door. But let me see, who could that be? Well, it's somebody I didn't ask for, so I can't let them in because I got to do my broadcast. So anyway, let's get rolling. So this week, I've chosen a poem that I found years ago on the internet, which I'll use to thank those who gave their lives for our country and deserve to be celebrated on this Memorial Day weekend. In the poem, I'll use the term service member. Yet, I'm going to take a breath to flash on the screen one of my 4 affirmations posted today, which breaks down one of the 5 branches that I serve. My creative creation for Coast Guard is still in the process, yet I'll still manage to get them in the poem. This poem is called The Final Inspection. The service member stood and faced God, Navy, Navy, navigated another victory for you. The service member stood and faced God, which must always come to pass. He hoped his shoes were shining just as brightly as his brass. Step forward now, service member. Marines, Marine, marched anonymously, remembered individually for neutralizing the enemy. Step forward now, service member. How shall I deal with you? Have you always turned the other cheek? To my church, have you been true? The service member squared his shoulders and said, Army, ARMY, attracted resiliency, made you safe. The service member squared his shoulders and said, no, Lord, I guess I ain't. Because those of us who carry guns can't always be a saint. I've had to work most Sundays, and at times my talk was tough. And sometimes I've been violent because the world is awfully rough. But I never took a penny that wasn't mine to keep, though I worked a lot of overtime when the bills just got too steep. And I never passed a cry for help, though at times I shook with fear. And sometimes, God forgive me, I've wept unmanly tears. I know I don't deserve a place among the people here. They never wanted me around except to calm their fear. If you've a place for me here, Lord, it needn't be so grand. I never expected or had too much, but if you don't, I'll understand. There was a silence all around the throne where the saints had often trod. As the service member waited quietly, Air Force, AIRFORCE, allowed retrospective reward while facing outside resistance, then caressed empowerment. As the service member waited quietly for the judgment of his God. Step forward now, you service member, Coast Guard. And I only got the coast part. So that's COAST. Choices oblige actions to stand tall. And I'm still working on it. Okay. Step forward now, you service member. You've borne your burdens well. Walk peacefully on heaven's streets. You've done your time in hell. Have a safe Memorial Day weekend. Continue to enjoy and share your seat at the throne as you keep your case open with God as your guiding light. If you'd like to enjoy, share, or keep your colorful copy of the poem, If you're watching on Facebook or LinkedIn, I'll be dropping it in the chat. But if you're watching on YouTube or my website, please request it in the comments, not in the thread. I'm Sporty King, and I wish you a happy Gift Friday. And of course, remember that God is for today. Thank you. God bless you, and stay safe. And so again, there's my shout outs. Hey, thank you to Bruce. Appreciate it. And yeah, and again, it flows smoother, but I wanted to stop to just say the names of our service branches. And you'll see all of those posted on my Facebook and LinkedIn pages today as well. Thanks, Bruce. Appreciate you. And anybody else that comes on with a quick, I always do there's a delay in the technology. So I always do a 10-second countdown before I end the broadcast. 10. And if you, again, even if you're watching the video, please put your thanks or notes in there where you came in from. Okay. But anyway, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And of course, Bruce, by the way, that poem was from one of my favorite poets, Unknown. I want to get my name officially changed to that. All right, ciao.